Going live. Oh, howdly doodly every pony. We are on. We're doing the thing. We took off last week because I was sick. It was bad. I have managed to avoid the Rona for this long, though. But I'm out here flexing, trying to be different, trying to be, unique. So I got the flu instead of COVID because, I am built differently, as the kids say. So there's that. Hello, Gargon.
Okay, I think you can share the screen.
I have it shared. I'm pretty sure I have it shared. Oh, I don't?
Nope, because you disconnected and then connected again and the stream was gone.
Yeah. So that should be it. It should be... I should be sharing my screen now. I arrived early this time. Hello, Mapper. Okay. Howdly doodly variety.
Very early. 9 p.m. here. This is late.
So it is 9 p.m. in wherever Soul Strings is right now. So, first, we haven't had... I got COVID instead of the flu. Ooh, that sucks. But hopefully it wasn't too bad. Hopefully it was all right.
With you?
Let me create a file and don't call it anything. Just type 0:0 intro, and then we will have the first submission because that's how I do things.
Alrighty.
I haven't prepared anything. Literally just last minute preparations.
Yeah, I was.
The microphone, the mic stand, the cable, and all that connected very last minute.
Yeah, my girlfriend was wanted to talk, and so we were having a moment, and hanging out and stuff before work. So yeah, this is all very, very last minute. But anyway, let us get into the submitterinos. We have I have a bookmark there for no reason. Okay. Anyway, let us go to the screen. We've got, first up, Francis Vace. We haven't heard a Francis Vace song in a very long time. I think he does mostly collabs. So this would be the first one I can think of that is a solo project from Francis Vace that we've covered in a while.
He took a break. Let's see. So
yeah, he was
kind of busy, game developing, and all other stuff.
Yeah,
IRL circumstances and all that.
He's
finally working on a new album, though.
Oh, that's based. I want to say he's in the Australian military or something like that. And he also does games development. He does lots and lots of stuff. So he's a very busy person. So this is, clearly it's going to be good because there's 85 upvotes and 0 downvotes. So we know that it's going to be a great one. JK LOL. But anyway, this song is called Eternal by Francis Vace. Let's check it out. This is it's a pretty interesting composition. It's very busy. There's a lot of things going on, and it has those classic Francis Vace vocals, which are kind of lofty. They use a lot of vibrato, but they still maintain a cohesive understanding of the melody, and they're pretty spot on. They don't just wander around for no reason, but they wander around a lot, but they're not just having at it for no reason. The way that, you know, these vocals, not his vocals, but the way these vocals are presented, they have a tendency to kind of go a little bit wild, but he keeps it nice and restrained. So it's a little chaotic, but he has a hold of it, which is really cool. That's one thing that's really strong about Francis Vace vocals. Now, the guitar work and stuff like that is pretty interesting. There's just... It feels like there's so much going on. It feels very busy. These samples are new on the drums. These samples feel new.
I think those are the same samples, just processed differently.
Well, whatever he's doing, it's working. I feel like they feel punchier, like they're really cutting through the mix a lot better than I'm used to. No blast beats so far. That is true. Anyway.
Have I felt this way before? I think I felt this way before. Am I pulling at the thread? I think I'm pulling at the thread inside my head. Forever means nothing to me without you here. But nothing is forever. Certain things we fear. Forever is nothing you say. Let's do the length that way. But nothing is forever. Or so they speculate.
For a chorus, I think it was pretty solid. These chords that are being used on the guitar are a little weird to me. They feel discordant almost, but the vocals kind of bring everything together and seem to just tie it all off. So it remains stable. It's not like too far out there. So it kind of, I think, follows the theme, because the chorus was a lot more restrained. His vocal melody wasn't as chaotic, but the guitars, the chords being used seemed to be. So it kind of follows the same theme of being restrained and tight, but also kind of chaotic, which is really neat. Go ahead.
I think last time he said he wanted to experiment a little bit with music styles and he wanted to try to do some like Midwest emo or like post something shoegazy. So, and I think he said in the chat that, like, in the other chat, like in the Discord server, that he still needs to practice these chords and chord progressions and the mixing a little bit more to gain more experience in that field. Because, like, that's something he, I think, never quite did before. Just, like, it wasn't that close to whatever he's trying to make right now, I think. So this is a little bit of a new experience for him, as far as I understood.
Well, he's doing pretty good. I mean, it's really... I applaud people that can try something new and actually make something good with it, because every first like foray into something that I've ever tried has always collapsed into something bad. So I'm enjoying this so far. He's doing pretty good for venturing out into something new. Anyway, let's continue. This pre-chorus is also really awesome because it's tight, but it's also natural. It doesn't, it's not over processed and making it like it feels like it's got a nice natural flow to it. It feels very good. It's a nice transition from verse to chorus. It just leads from one thing to the next. It just takes the ear by the hand and leads it along, and it's really, really good. This composition is actually really great.
Forever means nothing to me without you here. But nothing is forever except the things we fear. Forever is nothing you say next to the length I wait. But nothing is forever, or so they say. Forever is just what you remember. Forever is just what you remember. Forever is just what you remember. Forever is just what you remember.
I like how he put his subscribe button on top of this watercolor head. It's pretty neat. It's pretty solid. There's pretty solid. I have no notes really. I think that it was a really interesting, attempt at something new. He's clearly stepping out of what he normally does. I liked that outro. It felt like a really good combination of the verse elements and chorus elements, and some, maybe even the staccato way that we transitioned into the outro felt kind of pre-chorusy maybe. So like it felt like we took all of the elements of the previous 3 minutes or so and dropped it into something new or like combined it all together in order to really wrap it all up, and it felt pretty cool. So yeah.
By the way, did you notice the absence of the brass instruments?
Oh, wait, that might be what feels so different about Francis Vace songs, is that, I do expect kind of like a ska, theme, like, or at least that genre, like he used to adhere pretty heavily to that, but no, it didn't jump out to me that, the absence
you
of that.
realize there are no trumpets, no trombones.
But it's still kind of it's stepping out of what he normally does, but it's not so far away that it becomes like something completely different. It still feels like a Francis Vace composition, but it's obviously something different at the same time, which is pretty difficult to achieve. I think he did really, really well. I don't have anything bad to say about this one. This is good. This is really good. So that was Eternal by Francis Vace. And good stuff. So we got a J-Doggone submission. Romantist Silence.
Turn off the volume. Turn off the volume. It's gonna be Slam Worldwide intro.
Oh. Alrighty. I've already got it muted, so we're good.
And they still use that fucking intro.
I can't believe that they don't change their intro for like
They
different
changed
years or
visuals
something.
for it, I think.
Maybe a little bit. I think it's still that flashy stuff. But anyway, official visualizer 2022 Romantist Silence. This is a Slam Worldwide song. So I'm subscribed and I ring the bell to Slam Worldwide, and they upload a lot. Probably, I want to say it's multiple times a day that I'll have Slam Worldwide notifications. So if you want, slamming death metal, usually American, usually American, not always, but usually, then you end up with, there's lots and lots of new stuff, Francis-based. Okay, so anyway, Romantist, Silence, let's do it. Most of the SW's uploads sound exactly the same, to be honest. I think that's fair. I think that is a fair criticism. But Slam Worldwide is not... I don't think it's only a... What's it called? It's not only like a YouTube channel or just like a compilation group or whatever. It feels to me more like a label. Like they have a very specific sound that they shoot for, and so yeah, I think that's a fair criticism of like the body of work that Slam Worldwide does. Grind War Channel, I don't know about Grind War Channel. I'm also subscribed and ring the bell to Grind War Channel, like Grind War Channel is it encompasses a very wide variety of sounds, so some of them are very, very hit and miss, but Slam Worldwide just it speaks to me because I like this very American slamming brutal death metal stuff, or like beat down metalcore, that kind of stuff. It's good stuff. Anyway, you were gonna say something?
I do notice the absence of the brass section in their uploads.
That is true. There is a lack of brass section. They don't
upload scam music. They just, whatever.
Just Slam Worldwide. But, okay, so notes so far. This impact on this first note just missed. It didn't feel like it
drowned.
Yeah.
Like, it just ducked, and everything else, like, disappeared. Like, the low end disappeared completely.
Yeah.
After that, like, impact.
Ska Worldwide. That's the label you need to start. Blah. Okay.
Ska Worldwide when?
Right. This is extremely beat down. This is like, if you were looking for the definition of beat down, then this is it, where, it kind of starts out really kind of low tempo, and then it just gets slower and slower, and it just keeps it, it's very, beat down. Yeah. Can't take this any. True. I am actually surprised to hear this more often. These false chords on the guitar, I thought that fell out of vogue. I hadn't really heard that very much anymore, but it seems to be making a comeback, as you can hear here, where you do this kind of discordant, not really even trying to make a chord, you just kind of chromatically put your fingers on the guitar and then go and yeah. It's just it's weird to see that make a comeback. Time is a flat circle, as they say. That was a pretty neat riff. That was a pretty neat little riff there. I liked that.
Just a bit too slow.
Yeah, it seemed it seems a little slow. Even for like a down-tempo genre like beatdown, it feels even slower than that. But it felt good. That felt kind of like a nice divorce from what we had been doing before, and then a little bit of a change of pace. But yeah, I'm not so sure it was enough. I don't know if it's really enough to redeem it. I'm not sure that this particular track is speaking to me in any particular way. It doesn't have any moments. It doesn't feel like it builds up, and then even in the mix, it feels like the impacts are not as natural. They're not as they feel like they're trying really, really hard to have heavy impact, but you can tell because it'll have the fade ins and the reversed cymbals where it's like that kind of shit. And they're trying really, really hard, but the mix seems off. It doesn't have hard impacts, and then I don't feel like we're building up to these impacts properly. So it's like there's no exposition. What's it called? Fucking climax and resolution. There's no build up and breakdown. It just seems to be one solid type of beat down, I guess you could say.
And the song is almost over already. It just feels like it just builds up to nothing because I'm waiting for something like more interesting to come, but it just doesn't come. It
right.
There's
that one, so far that one part that we just transitioned away from was the only part that kind of started to go that direction, but then it just kind of transitioned back to what we had been doing for the previous 2 minutes, and it's just, it's not for me. But let's continue. We got 30 seconds left. It feels like early Oceano, because Oceano used to do this a lot as well, where they didn't have really like build-ups and breakdowns. They would just kind of have one solid, it would be sheer sonic violence for 3 straight minutes, and they wouldn't have any real structure to it. By the way, is Hatebreed still a thing? This song kind of reminds me of Hatebreed, had more growls. Hatebreed is, I think they're metalcore, but they have like a lot of thrash elements to them. I'm not sure if Hatebreed is related to these guys.
I never heard of them, but I think those were like faster. Like they surely had breakdowns, I think, from what I remember, but like they weren't making beatdown hardcore or like beatdown deathcore, whatever.
So they had an album. They're still active, but they had an album, just about a year and a half ago. So yeah, Hatebreed is still a thing, and they're okay. Jamie Josta is not one of my favorite vocalists. He's okay, but he just has a vocal style that I'm not really. That I don't really like, where it's just shouting. It's literally just, and I don't really get down with that kind of stuff. But anyway, Romantist, Silence. Not for me. Just didn't really speak to me. I don't know if I have any more to say about that one. Anyway, so that's Romantist, Silence. We're moving on. We're going to be doing the SpinScissor submission. We've got SBD Gang. Ponies at Dawn. What is this? Produced by SpinScissors?
Production or produced, like... usually it specifies who made the instrumental, like the beat for the MC or for the rappers.
Oh, yes.
Or who mixed the whole thing, who made the instrumental, and like who has put it all together to make it sound like decent.
Yeah. I got you. Okay, so
That's how
SBD.
I understand. I may be wrong on that one, but like that's how I remember this thing to work. Like, what does this produced by mean?
So I
in brackets.
think SBD Gang Gang is the song.
No. SBD Gang Gang. I think it's.
Oh,
it's
I got you. SBD Gang Gang is these 4 people.
Apparently.
And the name of the track is P at D. Or maybe that's just, I don't know. I don't know, but let's check this one out. This is supposed to be a rap song. Jokes not for kids. Very explicit. So that, obviously that's right up my alley. So let's check it out. Okay.
The auto-tune is just already awful.
Yeah, so far we're 3 seconds and I'm all, yeah. Okay.
Let me put my straw hat on.
This is a certified Brony collab.
SBD gang, we gon' get the money. Sweetie Belle Delphine, we gon' get the hundreds. You might think this song sucks, but you know it doesn't. And Ty Brody's gonna call it what it wasn't. We gon'
Okay, so it kind of fits in with the genre. Like, this feels like, your typical commercial release where they but it's not quite mumble rap. They're still you
It's
can
more
still
comprehensible.
right. Okay.
roll up with the Glocks and shoot a bitch. We gon' kiss Big Mac right on his lips. If it's hoes fame that we taking, we gon' hit the lick. We named our records Rainbow, penis head dick.
Spin, TPS, Whirl, and John. This song gonna make you say, what the fuck are you on? Cause we don't give no fucks and no shits too. We gonna bone your mare's ass, what the fuck you gonna do? Gonna eat that mare's pussy like a Cheeto. Gonna roll up, pimpin' in my Speedo.
What the fuck does that mean? Gonna eat this eat
You're
this
asking
pussy like
me?
a Cheeto?
If you're asking me, like, you're asking the wrong person, obviously.
I have no idea what the fuck is that supposed to mean. But okay.
You think Brony culture is a joke? You won't be laughing
Yeah.
when I make your bitch choke. Oh my God. Some people think us bro.
I mean,
Okay.
Brony is a joke. Like, it started as a joke originally. Like, how
Yeah.
can you expect something not jokingly that is originating from 4chan? Like, Brony is just a meme, It's just a
Right.
meme, bro. It's just a joke.
Right?
Bronies are really, really horny. Staying up till dawn, neck deep in a clapping party. But this party's gonna be one Pinky never forgets. How could she when she's got a dozen? I may be ace, but you bet I can't appreciate the subtle nuance that comes with interpretive art. So line the mares up one by one. I know they wanna have fun, so let me get hard and play my part.
SBD gang, we gon' get the money. Sweetie
I wonder what SBD stands for. SBD.
Somebody? Yeah, that would be SMBD. Yeah. Okay.
Sweetie Belle Delphine Gang Gang.
Okay.
So Sweetie Belle Delphine. Is that Sweetie Belle's full name?
No.
I don't know what Delphine means. Okay.
I mean, there's wait. Do you know who Belle Delphine is?
Oh wait, the bathwater chick, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's funny. Okay, that's good. I like that. Good.
we gon' get the hundreds. You might think this song sucks, but you know it doesn't. And Ty Brody's gonna call it what it wasn't. We gon' roll up with the Glocks and shoot a bitch. We gon' kiss Big Mac right on his lips. If it's hoes fame that we taking, we gon' hit the licks. We named our record label, penis head dick. First things first, apple buck till she teals. Tie her up, intercourse till she squeals. Rolling round through town with Luna raises the moon. Other ponies stare, get ready to feel.
I really do like how, as the years have progressed, there's a lot less like in when Bronies first got started. When I felt like in like 2012 and stuff like that, a lot of the songs were trying to be like cool or something like that, or like try to present bronies in a way that was just like totally not cringe, bro. It's awesome. It's totally cool. And I feel like it's as we have progressed 10 years later, it's like, okay, we're embracing cringe now. We're just doing the thing. And I love it. I think it's way more based, and it's pretty fucking cool. It's awesome.
Clip clop as I stalk ground out in the spot. All the mirrors drop dead and my motherfucking horse got Rarity and Applejack, they tend to relax. But then Rainbow Dash, she'll go 10 seconds flat. Things about to get rolling. She puts her ass into my hooves, I remote controller.
It says the 10 seconds flat. If we don't cap that off with a 20% cooler, then this song has been a failure. Okay.
Ready for a ride, Dodge, I'm about to come.
Oh yes, Whirlwind.
Bow wow, she can handle all the forces she screams. Scootaloo shows up, cheering Rainbow on the scene. One pony down and the next one's quick. It's all in the business of that penis head dick, bitch.
Cash money, oh yeah. Cash money, oh yeah. Money, oh yeah. Where's my bitch at? Yeah. Bring a knife for the good fight. Money, oh yeah.
Shit.
This is the life, this is the game. Oh, buddies, I got a Vorigan all over again. Vorigan.
Shooter flood his cottage with the Smith & Wesson. Angel Bunny owes me money, teach that bitch a lesson. Scoring perky from Zakora when I know I'm stressing. I ain't got no bitch, so I'll be out here finessing. Put us on the news, or put your dick in the news. What are we supposed to do?
He said, "Put your dick in a noose." Oh shit!
Also, P. Like,
Do what?
have you figured out what PAD stands for?
Penis at dick.
I think.
I don't know if they've said that. It sounded
they
like
said
that.
it multiple times in the chorus or something like that.
Penis at dick. That's so okay.
Do not approve.
SBD gang, we gon' get the money. Sweetie Delphine, we gon' get the hundreds. You might think this song sucks, but you know it doesn't. Anti-Brony's gonna call it what it wasn't. We gon' roll up with the Glocks and shoot a bitch. We gon' kiss Big Mac right on his lips. If it's horse fame that we taking, we gon' hit the lick. We named our record label Penis at Dick.
Yeah, that's the brony label, Penis at dick. Okay. Okay, Pinky Sense, I don't think I'm subscribed to. I am now. Whirlwind, I know I'm subscribed to. Yeah. It's so weird to me whenever you have these musicians like Whirlwind, because he's like very professional, and he does really, really good work. It always comes off as quite serious. And so when he steps out and does something that is like goofy like this, then
Hello, everyone.
no. Not now. Later.
Goodbye.
So I'm subscribed to all of them now. There was a fourth one. Oh, SpinScissor, of course. Anyway, so yeah, that was a good time, I guess. It was funny. I think compositionally we got that one beat, but I'm pretty sure that they weren't shooting for like a banger, or whatever. They weren't shooting for that. I think it was just the medium through which they could, convey a joke.
I think
more
it
or
says
less.
in the descriptions that it's a joke.
Yeah, that they're definitely not trying to take themselves too seriously, especially in the part that "oh yes, mommy, mommy," that yeah, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, that was a good time. That was fun. Is there more, or is it just the 5-second little outro there? Okay, so that was Sweetie Belle Delphine Gang Penis at Dick, production by SpinScissor. Already downloaded the stems. I can work on a remix as soon as I recover. Oh, nice.
Can you finish the remix by the end of the stream, by the way?
Yeah.
It's not a challenge, but like theoretically speaking.
Oh shoot. Okay, so
Let's try checking out J-Doggon's bottom songs, like one off the top of the list and one from J-Doggon, the bottom.
J-Doggon, is it highlighted?
Yeah.
Erica Goes to America?
No, the very bottom one from 2016. I think it's Castiel.
Castiel, Misanthrope. That's a $5 word right there. I love metal with their $5 words, using archaic language in general. Today I learned that potation is an English word that means drink. Potation. Yes. Potation. Potation. The action of drinking alcohol.
Okay, let me just close the stream real quick because it's... How do I close the stream? Oh, wait.
It is, yeah, it's an archaic word, but potation apparently is drinking. Who knew? I did, actually. I learned that today. Okay, so Misanthrope. I guess misanthrope isn't really archaic. It's just, misanthropy is usually the form that you see most often. Anyway, purecoremetaldoom.com. What did I say? Doom? I read .com as doom for some reason. I'm having a stroke. lmao, you should erase your Google history. I will not. I am... there's two different... Anyway, no, I'm cool with it. You guys know. I don't hide any of that. Anyway, so Castiel, Misanthrope. Let's check it out. $91,000 views on a 60,000 subscriber channel. Let me just make... Oh no. Let me just make sure that we're not stepping into some shit.
Check. Like, it's a 2016 song, so getting how many, like 90,000 views in 6 years seems like a normal thing.
Oh.
Wait, what?
It did not work.
Try again?
Search by YouTube link. Oh my god. Yes, okay, I got it. Check.
I just don't know what went wrong. Huh?
Wow, it didn't work.
Where is it? Wait. Let me check on my end because, like, what happened?
6 checks per day. I don't know.
Have you checked already?
I have not. I haven't checked any of them.
That's weird. Okay, hold on. Yeah, no copyright music. Okay, cool.
Well, that was weird. For some reason, it's not working for me. Anyway, so Castiel, Misanthrope, we're doing the thing. That's weird. It's not working for me, and I don't know why. Yes. Okay. I am enjoying this.
This is
so
a
far.
delivery.
Yeah. That's quite the intro. It was.
This is how you make the impact work.
Yes. That was very, very good. Man, that bass guitar sounds really good. It's got a really awesome growl. Yes. It sounds awesome. It's got a really, really cool growl to it. That whatever distortion pedal they're using on it sounds really fucking good. And it's cutting right through. You can hear it super, super clear. But it's also very fucking loud. Like it's just that this is really good mix, good delivery. This first 40 seconds has been really, really awesome. I have never seen a symbol like that before. That kind of like, what is that, an octagon? I've never seen that before. That's pretty cool though. Neat. A Roctagon splash. That looked a little bit bigger than a splash, but man, this is a really neat looking thing. Anyway. These are my favorite breakdowns. The one where it's using staccato notes and it's really, really down tempo, and then there's just kind of like this distant, sort of like very simple lead that plays in the background. It's so good. I love it so much. It just, I can feel the blood rushing into my balls as it's just. This mix sounds so fucking good too. It hits so hard, and like they just keep breaking it down further and further. Like I just don't understand. I don't know how they're gonna bring it back. Like how are they gonna do a verse after breaking it down this far? Yeah, I mean they got time, but I'm wondering how they're gonna make that transition, or if they're just gonna jump into some fast-paced shit and then break it down again. No, we're just going to keep going slower. Jesus Christ.
Okay, it only gets slower and slower. How slow can they go?
I think what was it that Adam Neely said was like 33 beats per minute is probably the slowest you can go.
I'm not gonna count this one, whatever, like that.
It's so good. I like the way that it's coming together. I even liked the way that his vocals changed, where he went kind of like to a fray instead of like the death vocals. It's really good. And then the way the vocals are layered, it's really interesting. It feels like the backups, the double tracked, hard panned vocals are louder than the center main track, and it felt really weird, but it was cool at the same time. Some shit I'm gonna have to steal. I'm gonna have to try that. My head is like
missed it.
It's trying to keep up, but Jesus, it's just so slow. This one count right here is like, okay, you're like on the edge of your seat waiting for the drop. That right there, if I was on if I had a Twitch channel right there, that would be a dono sound for sure. Wait, the dono sound.
No, they're getting even slower than that. Okay.
Yeah, this is the dono sound right here.
Brace yourself.
That would be it. Okay, so it just ends, or oh yeah.
Not that.
Is that hey, what's going on?
Yes. And I say, hey. Going with that vacuum cleaner.
The woof woof done by Knocked Loose is legendary and everything, but I'm not so sure that it could be isolated as good as this was. But that Arf Arf by Knocked Loose was awesome. Absolutely, probably. When did that album come out? Laugh Tracks Knocked Loose. Oh no, I have it on images. It dropped in 2016. So I would venture to say that what's it called? Yeah, I would venture to say that was probably the best top tier breakdown of any song in 2016. Most definitely the best one. So fucking good. But yeah, the heaviest part is the hey. I liked it. That was good. Down tempo with audible bass. Welcome to the future. Sure. That was really good. I felt like it was there was a point where it felt like it was a parody of itself. That we got to the point where it was almost too slow, and we started out at a certain tempo, like 100 beats per minute, and then we went to 80, and then 70, 60, and I think we ended up at like around 30 there toward the end. It was really, really slow. But anyway, pretty cool. I liked that a lot. That was a good submission, J-Doggone. All right. Are we doing...
You got it open. No. Just the one you have already open. And then we will check another J-Doggone submission.
Okay.
So like...
Or a Gargod. Iron Maiden cover. Noisecore. That's going to be interesting. I'm going to have to check. Yeah, we'll do this one next. Okay. So Acouste. I still don't know how to say this dude's name. Acouste Wholenote. Last year, this year, a Katawa Shoujo song. Okay, let's check it out. As soon as these fucking... Have you ever ordered anything from Sweetwater? Is that like available to you?
From what?
From Sweetwater?
What's Sweetwater?
That was the
Is
ad.
that when you just add sugar to the water and get sweet water?
Yes.
Right?
No, Sweetwater was the ad.
Shit.
Well, then good. Good. Katawa Shoujo is a game. Okay, good to know. All right, so this is 4 minute, 39 seconds long. Let's check it out. I think it's interesting that he calls himself Acouste Wholenote or whatever, but it's like, I wonder if this is like stylized, or does this actually mean something? No, or maybe it's in a different language or something. I don't know what this means. No, apparently it's totally
That
and
means
completely
him.
unique. Yes, that's pretty neat. It's totally and completely unique. So, cool. That's awesome. Anyway. God, I fucking hate anime. Wait, if I remember correctly, Acouste Wholenote is the one that puts like leads throughout the entire song. The whole song has a lead that plays from start to finish, right?
Probably.
I think so. I think that was him. But anyway, the drums sound good. I just think they're too loud. They're like really loud compared to everything else, which is okay, I guess. Anyway.
They're punchy.
Yeah,
It works.
it's a good. They're good sounding samples, but I don't know if it's I don't know.
Staring up, I see there was something that I wanted us to be.
Yes, he is. So you can hear the what's it called? You can hear the lead playing in the background. It's not as bad as before. This is actually turning out okay. Like sometimes the lead gets really, really into it, and it's very obstructive to the rest of the composition. But so far, this is okay. But he's a very strong vocalist. He's got like a very typical pop punk type of vocal tone, which is good. Oh, congratulations on 600 subscribers there, buddy. But anyway, he's it's interesting. Direction mixing assistance by Slightly Amiss, and Slightly Amiss is pretty good, so I would assume that's why this sounds a lot different than usual, but it sounds okay so far. Let's keep going.
But it was just a dream as I'm whisked away to somewhere I don't need. Paths branching out far before me, I cannot decide whether I should run away or I should leave. Feelings in the heart like daggers calling out your name. I look around and find everyone different yet facing the same.
Okay, so now the lead is starting to do the thing that I have an issue with. Every time we listen to an Acouste W song, it does seem to it conflicts with the vocal melody, and it contrasts. But it does, or no, that's not the word I'm looking for. It doesn't contrast; it conflicts. They seem to be doing two different things, but they don't complement each other very well, and it feels like, I don't know. I don't really understand why we compose the songs this way, but it speaks to some people. That type of composition is not for me, though, for sure. Pop punk gives real punk a bad name. Oh, come on. I don't know about that, because like real punk is very visceral and very raw and stuff like that, and then if you put a little bit of effort into it, and some melody and maybe some electronic elements or whatever, yada yada yada, then it becomes pop punk, but it still has the kind of underlying very raw element to it, and pop punk can be really good. Keep in mind though, I grew up on Sum 41 and Newfound Glory and those types of bands, these very popular pop punk bands from like I think the mid 2000s or something like that. They were so very good. I think the only pop punk band, or I guess the only punk band that I can think of that like hit it big and like became very, very popular, but that kind of didn't lose its raw feeling, was probably like Green Day maybe. But all the rest of them, became, very pop punk. Anyway.
Set up challenges that I dismissed as nothing more than fate last year.
I do like the warm low end. I feel like the frequency range from, you know, wherever, the low end of the track feels very good. I like how warm the bass is and how that complements these extremely punchy drums. The drums sound pretty good too.
I think the overall mixing is pretty good to me.
Yeah, it's turning out okay.
It's pretty
I think
solid.
it is a pretty interesting mix. The first impression was that the drums were very, very too loud, but it feels like it works once the vocals came in. It really kind of tied together and it ended up okay. I have that complaint about that lead guitar that plays in the background pretty much throughout the whole song every time. It's just not for me. So anyway.
With eyes to behold these, ears to hear, with legs to stand on, arms to see. But as I live and breathe, the only one who needs some comforting is me. Though injuries may not be visible, never far, never let your scarring define who you are. Tactical and tactile clash to lay blame once again, seeming to forget the barriers dividing to the end. At what point do they lay down arms and become better friends
It's a pretty solid lead there. That sounded good. I liked that little solo there. It had an interesting tone to it. I'm not used to hearing a lead guitar be that warm, but it sounded okay. I think it sat in the mix well, and it was well composed. The performance was good. You know, it was all around just kind of good.
feelings in the heart like daggers calling out your name. I look around and find everyone different, yet facing the same challenges that I dismissed as nothing more than faithless this last
It was pretty cool. It was not bad at all. Much better than I think what I normally hear from him. Like this one actually that popped up in the recommended. I think this was much better. So the creative direction and mixing assistance that he got from Slightly Amiss has done him some real good. So I don't really have any more to say about that. It's kind of long, but you know, it is what it is. Pretty neat. Okie dokie. So that was Acouste Wholenote last year, this year. Let us check out a Gargod submission from 2016, Morte Lenta, which is a... Oh, wait, no, that's the artist. The Trooper Iron Maiden cover. Let's check it out, huh? Oh, Jesus Christ, it's 20 seconds long. So we're in...
Wait, for real?
yeah.
Oh.
We're
well,
about to get an earful.
Short song, short review.
Yeah. All right, let's check it out.
Well,
Fucking
there,
brilliant.
there was an attempt.
Oh my god. Have you ever heard Anal Cunt's really, really early stuff?
I think.
Yeah, Anal Cunt used to do these songs that would be like 20 to 30 seconds long, sometimes shorter.
I mean, remember You Suffer?
What?
You Suffer. The shortest song.
Oh,
Wait.
I think I remember what you're talking about.
Napalm Death. You Suffer. That's like 2 or 3 seconds long or something.
You suffer. Is the full lyrics?
Yeah, that's
you suffer,
pretty
but
much
why?
it.
Oh man, where is it? Listen. Oh wait, they don't have like a. Okay. Well, anyway. All right then. Okay, so that was good.
There was an attempt. There was an attempt.
Recapitation of Cattle is shorter than You Suffer? Really?
Okay. Okay. I'll take your word for it. Okay.
3 seconds.
Yeah. That was it.
Recapitation of Cattle.
Oh, he posted it in the stream chat. Oh wait, it's very graphic, so I'm not sure if it's. Okay. Okay, that's it. That's
Well,
it.
all right then. Okay, so that was short song, short review. We did 3 of them in one go. So
That was something.
okay, so let us jump back up to. Oh, we did 2022. Now we're back on 2021. Let's do this. GhostXb. I haven't heard of GhostXb since last year. Ooh, symphonic metal. I don't think we've had symphonic metal in a while. I think anytime we listen to symphonic metal, we're always listening to like L Train, or I think that's basically it. So, also Jick Rowe does symphonic metal sometimes. But GhostXb.
Frozen Night.
Oh, Frozen Night. True. So, wow, this is going to be one of those things where I'm like, we only listen to like one person that does this thing, and it's actually like 15 of them, and I'm just, an idiot. So anyway, GhostXb, Vorigan Dragon Boss theme. All right, let's check that one out. Can you do an ROSX? Yeah, I got you. No? We'll do a J-Doggone and then a regurgitation shit later, yeah. Very loud. Fuck, I can't remember this dude's name. This one.
Sombra, that's
right. And this looks like an OC, maybe? Yeah, Sombra.
So.
Yeah, I think so. The nameless one for their Pony D&D campaign. That's really interesting to me. I don't know why I've never made the connection that like people do role-playing games with ponies all the time. I never thought that I never made the connection that people could like put D&D and pony together and end up with a whole different thing. But that would be pretty neat. I wonder if like people stream these things, like a pony D&D campaign.
Somewhere? Pretty sure that should be a thing.
Oh no!
Like-
Oh no! No, I fucked that up. Oh my god. Okay, so I meant to open it in a new tab. So yeah, I guess they do. Peacemakers of Equestria, and they do their campaign. That's so awesome. That's actually like the coolest thing. I don't have the patience to like listen to like D&D campaigns because I think it's like asinine and boring or whatever. But I think it's cool that people do it. It's like it's a neat concept to me. I won't participate, but you know, it's cool and I think it's neat. But anyway. There's this weird kind of like chromatic instrument in the background that I'm having a hard time like tracking, but it's neat. It's kind of cool. It's like it's pretty neat. I don't know how else to describe it. It's neat and it's atmospheric. It feels somewhat muted though. I'm not entirely sure. It's neat though. I mean, I think it's cool. How does this work in a D&D campaign? Like when you're doing the boss fight, are you just like playing this in the background while you do the D&D campaign, or like
You're asking the wrong person. I have no idea.
yeah. I don't know. That's interesting. I wonder if there's like a looped version where you can just play it on end while you roll the dice, I guess. I don't know. What is a D&D? Dungeons and Dragons. It's a tabletop game, kind of, I think. It's like a role-playing tabletop game. And people get, like, really fucking into it. There's, you know, this Peacemakers of Equestria. It's like they play through, and it's like a story that's being told at the same time. So you, like, follow people's characters and their arcs and shit like that. And then you'll have like somebody that's playing this character, and some people get like so into it that they have like voices and they have like sound effects that they play when they're in certain places or certain areas, or like going through certain things, or I guess music being played during certain conflicts or something. I'm not entirely sure. Like I said, I've never really listened to it. I'm just like imagining this is how it would go. And I've listened to like clips of D&D campaigns before every once in a while if they're like relevant to my interest or like a person or whatever. So anyway. Well, that was interesting. It's kind of neat. I don't really know what else to say about that. It's
more of an experience.
Yeah, the symphonic or like orchestral, or as Gargod said in chat, horsekestrel, is so far out of my wheelhouse that I don't have any notes. So that is that. Interesting. So there's a D&D campaign for anybody that's interested in checking something like that out. Jesus Christ, there's so many episodes, 73 episodes, and they're like hours and hours and hours long. I can't imagine sitting around, for however many hours this would take to actually listen to a D&D campaign like this. But then again, I did. I have watched like The Office like 3 times in a row from start to finish, and Trailer Park Boys. So that makes sense that you would have, and it would also be a little more organic because like the characters involved are actually trying to achieve certain goals, and like the betrayals are real because it's actual real people involved and whatever. So it's kind of neat. I don't know. It's just a neat concept to me. But anyway, so that was GhostXb Vorigan Dragon Boss theme symphonic metal. Okay. Look at Crusader song. Let's check out a J-Dog Gone real quick, and then we'll go back to Crusader. Let's see here.
It's gonna be Gamma Sector Ephemeral, I think.
Ephemeral, yeah.
I think I've heard Gamma Sector in the past, but I'm not entirely sure when.
Yes, we've heard it, and we've heard it from Slam Worldwide.
Oh yeah, no. It was like not on stream, but like off stream. I've heard it somewhere.
Oh, okay. So this is a 2017 Gamma Sector Vicious Instinct Records slamming deathcore. So that's good. Oh, it's from Kentucky, nice, and Indiana. So
Kentucky or Indiana?
Both, because it looks like it is a what's it called?
Those are like 2 different states in America, right?
Yes.
Or not?
Yeah.
So like they are from 2 places at the same time, like.
Because Shadow of Intent, Vulvodynia, and Angel Maker, the people of these bands make up Gamma Sector, it looks like. Or it's just guest vocals from these people. Vulvodynia is really good, so I am getting my hopes up. Jesus Christ, it's 7 minutes long.
Okay. Well, it better be worth it.
It better be.
It better be not a 7-minute long breakdown. You hear me?
Yeah. All right.
I've checked that like 666 vocalists like breakdown shit, like 1 hour long breakdown. I'm not gonna sit through 7 minutes of a breakdown. You hear me? Like J-Dog Gun. I'll make you responsible for that shit.
Yes.
If it will be a fucking breakdown for 7 minutes straight, I will fucking just nuke you from the server.
You're going to go on mute for an hour or something. Anyway, Gamma Sector Ephemeral. Let's check it out. Yeah. Muted for 666 hours. This artwork feels very Rings of Saturn. I also like how you cannot read any of this. Like, I don't know what this says. Does this say Ephemeral? Does it say Gamma Sector? Does it say
I
Volvodynia?
don't see anything because the stream gets pixelated every now and then, and I have to manually like disconnect from the stream and then connect again so it does not get pixelated.
Well,
So,
it looks. It
Something's
looks
wrong
great.
with Discord tonight, but like whatever. So let me take a closer look. Yeah, it's Gamma Sector. Pretty sure of it.
Oh no, I dropped it in the wrong chat.
What? Yeah, I can see it. I can see it on stream now. So like,
Huh.
yeah, it's
All right.
it is
so
Gamma Sector.
Gamma Sector. Okay, let's. I like the the artwork here, the tweening, where I've lost complete control of my arms. Danger, Will Robinson. That's interesting that we're, kind of shit. It's weird because it sounds so different than the rest of the composition. It just kind of pops into existence and then goes away. But it's interesting. It's I think it sounds pretty good.
It's better than I expected. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
That breakdown, the We Are Ancients, was like super hardcore, but then it didn't hang around on it. It sped back up, but it also had a really good, like lead into the rest of it. So the transitions are good, the vocals are good. I think the mix is awesome. Like, it's very punchy. It's I like this quite a bit. This is a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. I just because I don't remember what like Gamma Sector sounds like without all the guest vocalists and the guitarists and shit. But anyway. Hello, Koron. I think it's pretty interesting how, you know, when the leads come in, it feels more melodic, and it's also taken on like a groove, you know. So we like go from this very super slamming heavy, you know, deathcore type of shit to kind of like a melodic groove, and it's a pretty interesting transition from one to the other, but it still maintains the kind of like discordant feel at the same time. It's a pretty good composition. I think it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Anyway. The outro breakdown felt a little bit long in the tooth. It felt like it was kind of falling apart a little bit, and it wasn't as like it just didn't feel like it was as tight and as cohesive as the rest of the composition. But it was still okay. It didn't like, you know, make the song irredeemable or whatever, or it didn't like undo the greatness of what we heard before. But it just wasn't as good. It kind of devolved a little bit, and then this outro was really, really long. Feels kind of
forced. It was much better than I anticipated, and the solos
still
were,
very good.
Were actually good, because like I expected stuff like, you know, Brain Drill, Rings of Saturn, or something like that. When it just like endless sweeps and, you know, like fretboard jerking off, or whatever you call it. When you just, you know, masturbating your guitar, literally. Right. But it was like well thought melodies and pretty interesting solos over the nice chord progressions that were not like forced or did not feel as discordant as like the usual stuff gets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was pleasantly surprised. So that was Gamma Sector by Ephemeral from Slam Worldwide, or by Vicious Instinct Records. But anyway, so we're moving on. We're going to do a regurgitation of shit.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Are we going to do a J-Dog first?
We're doing Crusader's song first.
Oh, yeah. That's right. That is correcto mundo. Okay, so we're going to be doing Crusader. And this song is called Plant a Seed, a Bluey fan song. I have watched Bluey a couple of times. My kid didn't take to it. He doesn't really like it. I've tried to get him into it because it's delightful. You know, the Australian dogs. It's a delightful little cartoon. But my kid doesn't watch it, so I don't watch it. My Little Pony is really the only cartoon that I watch now as an adult, like, for me. So all the other cartoons, like fucking Paw Patrol and what the hell is the name, Blippi or whatever the fuck, those kids shit is, I only watch it if my kid is watching it, and he just didn't want to watch Bluey. But anyway, Plant a Seed by Crusader. Let's check it out.
The sun rises over the wild and I'm out on my own. I'll build some temporary shelter with wood, sticks, leaves, and stone. Why hello, bonjour, looks like I'm not alone. So let's go and build ourselves a little home.
Agretsuko, I watched Agretsuko, or whatever the fuck, however you say that, like the first season of it, and it was like, oh, that's kind of cool, but it got kind of boring, and I just didn't watch it anymore. The way this image is moving, for some reason, it feels heavier than it should. I don't know why, but like
you're probably way too used to like extreme heavy visuals from Slam Worldwide.
Yes, it feels like that. Oh no!
Grammarly
I'm
can help you
watching
write
Agretsuko.
quickly and confidently.
Yeah, Agretsuko is it's good. I don't know if you've ever watched it. Have you ever watched that? Soul Strings?
Is that an anime?
I think so. I think it's
No,
considered an anime.
I don't like anime because like it's not for me.
It's different. Agretsuko. Wait, it knew what I meant. There it is. And it's okay, I guess. The episodes are really, really short. And it's about a red panda that is like really into like death metal and stuff.
She's orange. It's not
yes,
red.
but it's red. It's a red panda. Red pandas are orange.
It's the orange panda.
Okay, so anyway, Plant a Seed. We're back to Crusader.
All right, we're done now. Take a step back. Isn't that a sight? But if it's one thing every home needs, it's some good food to bite. This seed
Stop
will
it!
take
Stop it! Right. Stop it! Don't do it to me. I'm trying to listen to a song here.
Okay.
Seed will take a while, and looks like we're being called back. See you tomorrow, as soon as the dawn cracks. So much more we have left to see. We can be whatever we want to be. We have all the time in the world, so many adventures ahead. All right, now here we go. Let's put some motion to our plan. I bet we'll.
These electronic drums are doing a little bit too much, in my opinion. They feel like they're just like super aggressive. It feels like that to me. Especially this passage here.
Motion to our plan. I bet we'll.
It's just, it feels so aggressive, you know, compared to this kind of like very muted bass, synth in the background, and then we've got the the ukulele, and then these very softly delivered vocals, and then the electronic drums are just so fucking aggressive. Yes, wholesome headbanging.
Make the perfect team and then win our final stand. Ha ha! We did it! We're on top! Oh wow, that was a rush. Let's see what brand new thrills tomorrow has for us. I don't want this day to end. Just one quick slumber, then we're back again. We'll have all the time in the world. See you in the morning, my friend.
He maintains pretty good vocal control whenever he's going up into those really high notes, but that, I don't know, the delivery seems a little bit like it's not quite there. It's not quite as tight as what I normally am used to hearing from Crusader.
That one,
Okay, I fucked that up. My bad.
that one seed we planted is starting to sprout. Come and see, come and see. Wherever you are, would you please come out? Where are you? Where are you? If it's one thing
I don't know why, but I was like sitting there going, oh, you know, I was just about to fall off my chair waiting for a breakdown. Okay, anyway.
I never thought of, it's that this could end. As short as our time was together, you'll always be my friend. Au revoir, it was fun while it lasted. Au revoir, mon cher ami. Some folks will plant a seed in your heart, then they have to go. Maybe one day I'll see you again. You never know. Either way, that's okay. It was fun while it lasted. That's okay. I'll always remember you.
These double-tracked backing vocals that are very, very far in the background add a nice little warm element to it. That's so good, and it's very, very subtle. And those are my favorite types. Like in this genre of music, having very, very subtle elements that just kind of change the tone is really, really, really good.
My good friend, I'll always remember you.
That's kind of like a Crusader like staple, though. That's something that he does very, very well. That's something he does very well, is that he will put together a song and it sounds very, very simple on its surface, but then it will have extremely subtle elements that kind of complicate things, that make it a little more interesting, that really keep the ear interested. But what's really interesting about his particular brand of it is that he doesn't put it in your face. You know, you have to critically listen for it, and so there is something to actually listen for, and it's good. It's pretty good.
Au revoir, je me souviendrai de toi.
That was neat. I want to say I don't know my Bluey lore, but didn't they have an episode? I don't know why I'm asking you. You don't watch Bluey.
I haven't watched it yet. I would like to eventually.
I remember you told me you were going to post a Bluey song based on the camping episode in December. You classically blah, blah, blah. And I think the camping episode, if I remember correctly, if I am remembering my Bluey lore, it was that one of the kids met another kid, and the kid spoke French, and the other kid spoke English, and they, managed to make whatever project come together. Like they actually like coordinated well, despite not being able to actually speak to each other, which was pretty cool. But anyway, so I don't know if that's what this is about or whatever. Y'all really need to watch Bluey. Okay, god damn, the fucking, even the description in here, I see it on Twitter all the time, and even the description is, you know, chastising me for not watching more Bluey. So, okay, we'll check out Bluey. Every clip I've ever seen floating around Twitter has always been like really cool stuff. So it's pretty good. I'll have to check it out, but it just seems kind of boring, you know. But anyway, so that was Crusader, Plant a Seed. Now let's try now for something completely different. This song is called I Can't Stop Killing Ponies, lmao by Regurgitation of Shit. Okay, so let's try this one out. 1 minute, 6 seconds. Go, go, go.
Which makes it 66.
Oh, true. 66 seconds. What is this? The Soul Strings OC right here? My OC is dead over here, and then we've got this one over here. Oh, that's Magic Bing Bong Pink Horse back there. That's pretty neat. Okay. Yes, redacted Pink Horse. That's pretty neat. I like it. I like the laugh and the that was good. This is a continuation of one of the best stories ever written. I Kill Ponies, LOL. Last time a mentally ill mare ended with the laughter of a silly horse named Slaughter Stallion. Now she must finish the life of this equine called SDreamExplorerS. Drums, vocals, all gargant. I like it. That's good.
Successfully credited.
Oh shit! Yeah,
the last one isn't.
Because I wrote the credits.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, so there you go. Regurgitation of Shit, growl beatboxing. This, it reminds me of, I don't know if you've heard Gore 2.0 by Zavleg, but they do some like weird kind of like growl beatboxing, very atypical growling vocals or whatever, from Zavleg. Gore 2.0, really, really good album there. Okay. So, short song with short review. Let's go back to the 2021 submissions. We've got an Osoch, Freedom. I don't know if I should know this song, but it's a new one. What the hell is this? An old song? What? So he is doing a what is it? What do they call that? A variance in production VIP version.
Just a year number and mix. That works for non-electronic music usually.
Okay. All right. So this is Osoch, Freedom. Let's check this one out. Yep, I've heard this song before. It's so good. These riffs are so delicious. Just Man, these drum samples sound really fucking good too. They're real punchy. They cut right through. They're not like overpowering. There's not like a lasting. It's got a really short decay, and the guitar tone sounds good. It's just, man, this is really good. He did really, really awesome on this remix. I like the variance in the what's it called, the ride cymbal. That sounds really good. It sounds like we're hitting different parts of the. It's so good. I like that. So cool that we had kind of like this like really super groovy intro, and then we transition into this very kind of death metal, but we maintain the same tone, so it just sounds like it belongs, but it's like two completely different compositions. It's so very good. I just love this track. It's so great, and the mix sounds so good. That bass guitar has got that really healthy warm growl to it. Sounds so fucking awesome, straight up the center too, that you can just hear it. It's so awesome that all of the elements that are going on, there's so many guitar tracks, probably like, I mean, there's the main rhythm guitar tracks, and there's like the kind of not quite lead, but there is like a lead track that also plays, and then a like true lead running up the center that sometimes it's just it's really interesting to me that all these elements are able to be clearly heard, and nothing is like burying each other. It's awesome. Super subtle electronic elements too. Like there was a couple of moments where we heard it like swell, that really kind of underlined some interesting passages there. Really cool shit, man. so interesting to have these really heavy kind of undertones, but also have kind of an upbeat, driving tone at the same time. It's so interesting to have these disparate emotions playing at the same time and having it work this well. It's so fucking good. Neat. I've said all that I've needed to say about it. Do you have any notes there, Soul Strings?
Yeah. I think. I don't like the fact that the guitars are occupying almost the whole space and they are very much in the foreground. It's
Really?
it's the way he usually mixes his tracks, as far as I know. So like it's very much right in your face.
Yeah.
The guitars are just all over the place. The bass is comprehensible and audible. The drums are very punchy, and I can hear the snare, I can hear the kick, I can hear the cymbals, the variety in the cymbals. But like the guitars are just everywhere.
Yeah.
Like I can hear just a little bit too much guitars to my taste.
Okay. That's so interesting, because that's like, I think that's exactly what I like about it, is that there are the guitars, despite everything being clear and audible, is the guitars are also in your face, very loud, and there's also lots and lots of guitar tracks playing, but they're all individually comprehensible, which I find, I enjoy that mix. I think it sounds really, really good. So that's interesting.
It was well mixed, and I did not like the fact that it's all about the guitars and not about everything else.
I got you. No, I understand. Huh, that's pretty cool. Anyway, next, let's do another...
J-Doggone?
Yes, J-Doggone. We've got Erica Goes to America, Impaled Heads on the Battlefield. This better not be a fucking Slam Worldwide. Okay, Metal Hub Promotions. All right, so this is in the Slam Worldwide. Let us check this. What the hell? Only 27 subs? Huh. Anyway, let us check it out. Metal Hub Promotions. Okay. It's a pretty cool riff to start with. Really busy, but also, you know, groovy at the same time. Let's check out this impact, eh? Taking me back to 2007 with this little break. That weird, like, muted sweep. I don't know what to call that, where it goes whatever. Also some very mid 2000s stuff right there. Good stuff though. I think it feels good. It's a nice driving beat or whatever. It's very groovy. It's fucking. It goes hard as fuck. I like it. It feels like a mix between like thrash metal and deathcore. It's kind of neat. It feels like he lacks a lot of power in the low vocals here, though. It doesn't feel like he's really, really giving it all. Well, he might be giving it all he's got, but it doesn't sound like he's really got a lot of control over it.
Self-titled EP.
Oh, cell-titled. Very nice. Yeah, his highs really super outshine his lows. His lows are just not very good. They lack a lot of the warm tones, a lot of it just doesn't have a very full tone to it. He feels like he's trying really, really hard and he's just not quite getting there. He doesn't have the technique down. Sweet.
Oh no! There's a pig on the stage! There's a pig on the stage! We'll let the swine on the stage! Call the staff members! Remove the swine from the stage! Repeat!
That is, man, it sounds so very similar. Where have I fucking heard this before? Oh, that is one of the. It sounds pretty similar. It's not even really
Everyone
close.
does that. Everyone does that.
Yeah, it's the 4 and it's like a 2-4-2-4 3-5-3-5. Like you walk up the fretboard in a chromatic way like that.
1 4 2 5 3 6 etc. etc. So this is how it goes.
Yeah, and the first time I think I heard that was like on a Job for a Cowboy, the Doom EP, in the song, I want to say it's called Knee Deep, and where they did that in like this breakdown, and it was like super fucking hardcore.
Even
and
I did that once.
Yeah. That's kind of like, it feels like a staple, like a blast beat or something. It's something that everybody does at least once. So, yeah. Well, they changed it up a little bit, made it their own, so it sounds okay. And also the bass guitar tone it feels like it outshines the guitars. Like the electric guitars feel almost too scooped, like it sounds very tinny to me. It's a really neat riff, and there's a little bit of the mix isn't perfect, but it sounds okay for what it is. Like, it sounds pretty good. I think this sounds pretty awesome. I like the groove to it, but there's issues with the low vocals there, and there's that issue with the guitar tone. I feel like it's a little too tinny, but then the bass guitar really shines out and sounds really good as well. So I don't know how much I would change it, because it really makes the guitar fit in nicely, or the bass guitar fit in nicely. So.
Actually, I feel like this guitar tone is perfect for palm muting. Like, for this chugga like sound when you just chopping like things like, it's just perfect. It's very dry, it's very controlled, and it makes the articulation of palm muted riffs or palm muted chords, or I don't know, or whatever palm muted things you play on the guitar. It makes it just perfect. It's the perfect tone for palm muting. But when you play, like, you hit the chord and let the strings ring, it just, it dissolves everything. So, like, it just disappears. Like, all the impact, all the power from the chords, in the melodies, in the open chords, in whatever chords you just play, it just dies. It just vanishes, disappears. So, like, those riffs with palm muting, like in the intro, in the mid section, especially the outro riff, it sounded really, really good. But, like, when you go, it sounds great. Well, then, but when you go, and that lasting chord, it just drowns in everything. It just sounds weak when it's played like that. But palm muting was perfect.
Yeah, it sounds like they shelved the guitars in a specific way to mute the kind of low-end wobble that you'll get at a palm muting, and then they didn't, like, find that happy balance between a really tight low end for palm muting, but then also having enough breathe to keep the guitars from becoming tinny whenever you're playing open notes. So, yes, I understand exactly what you mean. But overall, it was a pretty neat little composition. I liked the riffs on it. This intro riff is fucking delicious. It's just so good. I like that quite a bit. So yeah, that was neat.
Honestly, if you don't mind, we could probably check out my track, which used that chromatic thing. It's not in the submissions, but I can just link it in the server, because, like, okay, I haven't submitted anything from myself in a really long time, I think. So let me just find it on my Bandcamp, because the Bandcamp version is slightly newer than the version that is on YouTube, because on YouTube I uploaded in 2014 and the album version is from 2017. it's an instrumental. It's very long, but like it's kind of progressive, so it's something you really don't like. Okay. There it goes.
Alrighty, let me. There we go. Curse of Atlantis Pegasus from Erasing the Enigma by Soul Dream Explorer Strings. Let's check it out. Hell yeah. I love that, those protracted those protracted intros that just layer and layer and layer, and then eventually the drums come in and make it groovy, and then it just grooves all the way up until we get into the heavy stuff. Dude, that fucking harmonized walk down is so fucking delicious. This almost feels like, you know, it's got a very thrashy feel to it. I like that two steps passage especially. It felt really good. Driving, just like fucking delicious. Goddamn, just fucking up that guitar. Just getting after it. Goddamn.
This particular one is a guest solo, so it wasn't me.
Oh, it wasn't?
This one wasn't me.
Oh, well, it was, I mean, whoever did it is fucking good. It's awesome. And I also like how it transitioned from, like, this kind of really thrashy, very high energy to, like, kind of atmospheric, maybe like stoner almost. And it just didn't skip a beat, but it also felt right. You know, it wasn't like some crazy, you know, transition out of nowhere. It also just felt like it belonged. That's really cool. Okay. The bass guitar, you played the bass guitar, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that you know, it's cool. It's cool as fuck. That walk up into the next passage, or like this kind of build up, is really neat. Heard it. There it was. Right there at the end. Solid outro though. Just like that was delicious.
It actually transitions into the album outro.
So
yeah.
That's neat. That's pretty cool.
Oh wait. Did I put it in the description? Really? Can you scroll down? Oh yes. Apparently, I copied it from the YouTube description that originally was there.
Oh, okay. Whoa.
So there was like a whole-ass concept.
Neat. No like button. There is a wish list button, and check that out. Did you see that? I set up my fucking whatever it's called fan account. So there you go. All right. So that was Curse of Atlantis, Pegasus, Erasing the Enigma by Soul Dream Explorer Strings. Cool. So it's 11 o'clock for you, 11:15 for you. So
we can do like
a
two
random
more, I guess, or something like that.
Yeah, let's do random number generator, and then we will. Did we do? Yeah, we did all three of J-Doggon's bottom ones. Reverbrony. That rings a bell.
Yep.
Is Reverbrony still active?
Probably. He's just not very active on social media, as far as I remember.
Last video was 1 year ago.
Not entirely, I guess.
yeah, July 9th, 2020. So he's coming up on 2 years inactive. But let's check out this Gargod submission real quick. Cybernetics. We'll do that one next. We'll do the number generator, the random number generator first.
What the number says.
124. 50. 50 is blank. Fucking brilliant. 79 is Savage Destruction. Oh, fucking scam likely. Okay, anyway. Manalyth. Savage Destruction isn't really active in the Discord server anymore, but yeah, we'll check it out. Jesus Christ, another really long one.
Oh well.
Let's check this one out. Eyes featuring Christina Rotondo. I've never heard of Manalyth before, but they're from Texas. Progressive metal. Let's check it out. Love you, Variety. Bye. That was really interesting little transition.
Damn, that was cool. That was cool.
It was pretty neat. I liked that quite a bit. There was a
How
lot
the
of
drummer
symbol.
like managed the right symbol and the other symbols like rhythmically and arranged it in a musical way, like made it sound as if there was a playable melody on drums. You know,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
that's a very interesting approach to playing the drum cymbals. I like that.
And they did, yeah, they implemented it really, really well. And the way the guitars complemented in the background while the cymbals took the lead it's really interesting. I don't think I've ever heard anything like that before, but it was really, really good. Anyway, let's continue. This part's a lot more aggressive, but I think it's interesting that we had like this atmospheric, very long drawn out notes that was, you know, kind of chill, but then we'd have these like really aggressive drums and extremely aggressive vocals, and it worked out pretty well. And it's it's just now this we were into this more aggressive part, but that was pretty interesting too. Is this a is this a Princess Luna song? Like, it feels like it could be. Just the lyrics are like, oh, wow.
It can be interpreted in that way.
I think it
Like
should
this is
be.
insane. This is insanely good.
It's
This is
really-
something. This is something J-Dragon could have submitted, but instead he submits Slam Worldwide.
Yeah, Total Deathcore TV. I'm gonna have to try them out for a while.
I mean, it's a 2018 song, right?
yeah,
Like,
this is
it
yeah.
barely has 2,000 views. Like how?
Yeah, it's interesting. It's like
Maybe it's not American enough.
I mean, it comes from California and Texas.
Yeah, but it's probably not the American sounding metal for Americans.
Yeah, because it does have.
That's what I would assume. Because yeah.
Even though it doesn't have like orchestral elements to it, it does have that vibe where it's very huge and very boisterous, but also atmospheric, while also maintaining the aggression, which is really interesting. But at the same time,
it's still not American enough to be popular, right?
probably, yeah, because it's not like very strict or like very straightforward or like black and white, where we are now doing the verse and this is the chorus and then this is the breakdown, and it's not very specific in that way. Everything's kind of melded together, which is really interesting, and it's actually working out pretty well. Anyway, let's continue. Oh my god, and they layered
That's unexpected.
yes,
That took like 180-degree turn
yes.
from there. Is that a piano implementation right there? Aside from
Yes.
the vocals.
Yeah, it
I
sounds
hear
like
it, yeah.
we've layered the drums and the guitars and everything we've heard before, but it's taken on a more melodic, more restrained tone, because now we have this vocalist coming in. We're doing more like a singing type of thing. It's really, really cool. It's definitely a Luna song for sure. The as the sun dies, that's definitely trying to say, fuck Princess Celestia, the night shall last forever. Yeah, it's and now that we're doing this vocalist, it's pretty cool. I like the video that we've transitioned to daytime, and that's
Warmer
pretty neat.
tones.
Yeah, that's cool as fuck. Celestia, yes, my bad. But even then, I don't think it might not be a piano, but it's definitely like a keyed instrument, and it's working out really, really cool. I like it a lot. And I like how we are layering the extreme vocals with the clean vocals, and it's, oh man, it's so good. Very great mix, very good composition. Delicious. Yeah, see, that's that lyric right there, especially. Right here. Sever my ties to the pain of this place. She's talking about being imprisoned on the moon for 1,000 years, obviously. just think it's super interesting through like the daylight part that we didn't have like a what's the word I'm looking for? It didn't like have a repeating melodic like passage. It didn't have that. Like it seemed to just kind of progress, you know? It didn't seem to hang on any particular thing. It just kind of kept moving on to the next part, and that's super interesting to me how they made that work, because it works out great for like extreme vocals because there's not as much that you really have to plan for, but for the clean vocals it actually just maintained the kind of same progressive elements that we've been listening to so far. It's pretty it's just amazing to me. I'm really impressed.
It did not last long though.
It didn't. No, it did not last long. Not cringe enough to be brony metal though.
Well, it's kind of cool when we get like brony metal like that. It's a decent quality for brony fandom, I guess.
Yeah. Maybe just a little.
Actually,
I guess so.
Actually, it's not a Pony song. They said humanity. Humanity did not exist
True.
in
They would have said equinity or whatever the fuck, I guess.
Pony kind.
Yes. And they also said granted instead of grant. So I assume that this person is they're a British person, you know. Anyway. True, it could be an it could be an Equestria Girls song, which I think
British
is worse.
Equestria Girls.
Yes, British Equestria Girls song.
No, it's true. Now that I think of it,
Go ahead.
now that I think of it, it all starts to make sense, you know. It all comes
Right.
together.
With the numbers, Mason. What do they mean? Yeah, it's all coming together. All right. The way everything is just slammed together the way it is, all of the vocal tracks and everything, it feels so aggressive yet also so chill, and it's really it's such a weird contrast. It's like as if Animals as Leaders had vocals on it, but Animals as Leaders obviously is like super chill, like they have like a lot of really crazy leads and shit like that going on, but aside from all of that, without all the crazy leads and stuff, it feels like that, you know, where Animals as Leaders has these really aggressive passages and really aggressive songs, but they also feel super mega chill, and that's the vibe that I'm getting from this, which is really interesting. It's really cool that they're able to do that. That was pretty interesting.
That was great. That was great.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. And it looks like their latest song was 3 months ago, so they're not inactive. It seems like they're still doing stuff, but just not very often. It seems like, yeah, they're about as active as I am. So, yeah. Huh. That's interesting. Cool. I'm going to have to subscribedly and see what the hell is going on with that and check out this song later, probably.
Another cool thing I noticed is that there was no solo whatsoever. I didn't hear any solo.
I guess the closest they got is probably when they would have like that tremolo lead.
Yeah, but
that's about it.
I wouldn't count it as a solo, honestly.
Yeah. It was just that, you know.
But yeah. The interesting thing that I think it is interesting because they made it sound progressive and not boring without any solo parts. Like, usually when you think about progressive metal, or at least when I usually think of progressive metal, it usually turns out to be a 17 minutes long solo. So where the guitar player is just showing off like nonstop, and everyone else is just standing in the shadow of that guitar player. So, and here we have the progressive metal that keeps progressing without having the elements that are, well, overbeaten to death and kind of cliche for progressive metal or something like that.
Yeah. Well, that was a good submission right there. Savage Destruction should come back and submit some more good stuff like that. Yeah, give us some more. Okay, so there was that. Let us check out Cybernetics by Reverbrony. Another really fucking long one, but featuring Razor Tongue. So let's, I don't know who Razor Tongue is, but let's check it out. Let's see what we got going on. Jesus Christ, it's very loud. Holy shit, I've got it turned down too. This doesn't bode well for the mix.
My heart is frozen, lost to the endless winter. Let me show you the storm that rages deep inside. I see nothing more than blood and fury. You made me the monster you see when you stole my life away. You destroyed all I could be. I'll bleed you dry and rip it back for every pound of flesh and bone you stole from me. It's plain to see what's become of me.
Okay, so the chorus got good. The verse was not for me. That did not speak to me at all. It felt like all made me a
to a
monster.
different key, but like didn't feel like an actual progression for the song itself.
Yes, it felt very samey. Like it was just.
I mean, like the vocals just came lower because like the key has changed, but it usually works that the key is changing, and it for example, it just comes down, then it stays there for a while, then it comes back, and it kind of makes sense. And here it started in one key, and after I think like 2 or 3 vocal lines of the verse, it came down to a different key, and it stayed there for the rest of the verse, which was much longer than I expected, and like there was no comeback whatsoever. And then the chorus just started, so it was a really weird progression. I feel like it might be that the instrumental was written that way, and it's just that the vocalist had enough freedom to like improvise and to do something interesting about it. Because like if not for the vocals, this particular part of the instrumental would just drown and sound completely tasteless and boring.
I wonder if the same. It's no, not well, kind of the same font a little bit. Oh my god!
Probably not.
Terminator. Why can't I get like a good poster? What the fuck? This one's totally different, but
whatever.
Poster. It kind of feels the same as. Oh my god! Kind of feels the same as this Terminator poster. Anyway, the font. Transformers font. That is no. You're right. It is Transformers, not Terminator. Okay. So we're into the chorus. This guitar tone is weird. I'm not sure.
It's raw.
I don't know if it's raw. It feels like it's trying to be processed, but it's just a weird tone. It feels like it's in a bubble.
I don't know. It sounds okay to me. It's like, to me, it sounds like raw and underprocessed, and it's very, I don't know, savage in the mix.
No, I don't know. It feels, I don't know. That's weird. I think it feels very processed. Like it feels like we're listening to it while in a small bubble. That's I can't really find another way to describe it. It's a weird tone. Anyway, let's check out this chorus.
It's plain to see what's become of me, and I've never felt quite so alive. You broke my soul and fed me this rage, but your worst mistake was letting me survive. I smell it.
I do like these guitar riffs, though. These guitar riffs are pretty solid.
Your fear from the sky, you're nothing more than a common fly. Fight, strike, bring me down. All I want's your broken wings. Like broken sparrows falling with the frozen rain, scattered like broken glass and pain. To feed my spite, to fuel my wrath, I sold my soul to the Wendigos, and there's no turning back.
We're getting a lot of mileage out of that one note, for sure.
There are backing vocals at least.
Yeah. Ew.
All I'm meant to be. It's plain to see what's become of me, and I've never felt quite so alive. You broke my soul and fed me this rage, but your worst mistake was letting me survive. Like fire, ice, and broken knives, I feel this running through my jagged gears and veins.
This vocalist is so strong, too. It feels like they know what they're doing, for sure.
They maintain the intonation and have a good tone, and like they have a good control of their voice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but just I don't know. The composition isn't speaking to me. The vocal melody isn't really doing anything for me. I think the only thing that I really like are the riffs. I'm not even sure about the guitar tone. I think the drum samples sound okay too. There's a lot to like, but there's also a lot that's just not really doing it for me. So anyway.
This toxic plague of war is all that remains.
I think the mid-tones are scooped. I think that's really what the problem is that I'm having with it, is that it's not just like the lower mids that are scooped like you normally get in like a metal guitar. I think that the scoop is higher. So we're getting a lot of lower tones and then a lot of higher tones, and then these crucial mid tones I think are missing, and that's what's really fucking with me. I think it's a maybe a stylistic choice, because I guess I don't know. I don't really know how else to describe it, but it's a weird tone, and I don't know. It's weird.
When you took my legs, you took my world, and I fell to hell like a stone thrown from the sky. I'll snap your little wings and drag you down with me. I know that face, I know your flight, the prismatic light that I dream of painting bloody red. I challenge you on this night, and I'll bury steel inside your head, and I will put an end to the scourge of the sky. Your flesh and bone, I'll bring you down, and I'll drain your life into the ground. I won't.
Oh, God, it's so long. I feel like there's not really enough going on. Also, I wonder, is this an OC or is this Bonbon? I have no idea.
I think it's Bonbon. It looks like Bonbon to me.
It looks like Bonbon to me as well. It's neat. It's pretty neat.
Let you lay go well. I will break your rainbow. And when you make it down to
Every once in a while, vocalists will do some stuff like that, and it's like, good, very, very good. But then the rest of it, for some reason, we're just getting a shitload of mileage out of this one note. But then the backup vocals are kind of doing the thing and kind of filling a lot of space, but they're not really doing enough to me. But anyway.
hell, my friend. Let these words echo through the hall. It's plain to see.
Too much lyrics? I think so too. I think that we're not letting the instrumental breathe quite enough. We're like really trying to cover every single second of the whole song.
What's become of me? And I've never felt quite so alive. You broke my soul and fed me this rage.
Hello, J Doggone.
But your worst mistake was letting me survive. It's plain to see what's become of me, and I've never felt quite so alive. You broke my soul and fed me this rage, but your worst mistake was letting me survive.
Yeah.
And it just ends. I feel like vocalists tried too hard to save the boring instrumental by adding as much lyrics and as much vocal lines. I mean, like monotonous, but still vocal lines. He tried his best to do his best with the vocal performance to save the instrumental, because without the vocals, it would sound even worse. I think.
Well, that's, I would
riffs
say
alone, to me, like they couldn't save the song from being that long, because like we barely had enough riffs and enough chord progressions that were actually leading to somewhere, and that's actually the biggest problem I have with Reverbrony music in general, because like he has some really cool riffs that don't just that just keeps getting repeated and don't lead anywhere.
Yeah.
They just
I
sound.
feel like this was a classic case of, just like Gargod said in chat, of too much lyrics, where you're writing so many lyrics and I feel like we were fitting the instrumental in order to be as long as the lyrics needed it to be. And I feel like with the instrumental the way it was, or the amount of riffage that we got, I feel like this is a 2.5, 3 minute long song in a 6 minute package. And that's really kind of my problem with it, is that it's
I'm
so
still
long.
almost convinced that the instrumental came first and the vocalist was just adding the lyrics and the vocals onto the instrumental, because his instrumental works, he 95% of his works are instrumental as far as I remember. So it's like he does the instrumentals like that. They are very lengthy. They have several nice sounding riffs. His mixing is pretty good. Some thrash riffs are completely on point, but it gets repetitive, monotonous, and very boring, real quick. So I'm almost sure that the instrumental came first, and then he said could you please write a story or just lyrics and sing here somewhere? And he just, oh, your instrumental sounds so fucking boring. Let me just go crazy with the vocals and the lyrics. And that's the result we got.
Yeah.
That's my assumption.
It'd be more enjoyable to follow the verse, chorus, solo, chorus structure. I think in this particular instrument, in this
problem.
Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. The problem is that with this instrumental, I am having a hard time telling where the chorus and where the verse is. Those parts are not identical. The riffs are different, but they feel as if they are the same. So it's hard to keep track. Where is the chorus? Where is the verse? Where are we? Is this the main thing I'm looking at is the lyrics. Oh, so the lyrics are repeating. That might be the chorus, but I have no memory of how it sounded already.
Yeah.
It just got from my mind already. I can hear the vocals ringing or singing, a few of those notes, same notes again and again, and the backing vocals with the intervals and such. But I cannot remember much of the music, honestly.
Yes. I am. I think we're on the same page there. Okay. Let's see here. I've got 13 minutes before I need to go be picking up kids from school. So let's do random number generator real quick. And
if it's gonna be a long one, let's just stop right here.
111, because it's almost midnight for you. 111 is going to be a Soul String submission. PsychGoth. Spirit of Goth. Or Spirit of Fire.
Oh, that was a classic. That was a classic. It kind of exploded when it was released.
We faced the
It's got Nowacking in it. Nowacking, he's pretty cool. I don't follow him on Twitter anymore. But he used to have really good tweets. I just unfollow people sometimes when their shit gets boring. And
time for some 80s. We're back into 80s.
Oh, it's the 80s style type of thing. Okay.
Yes.
All right, let's check this out. PsychGoth, Spirit of Fire, featuring Nowacking and Mysterious Brony. Let's go. Nice. I love those 80s toms. The doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, that's almost like a laser sound. I love it.
Little Billy was all alone. She felt the wind and she longed to follow. Her scrawny wings were too small, they said, and she would never ascend like others.
I've heard this song before. Now that I get to this part, for sure. I love it. It's so good. It feels nostalgic, even though I wasn't alive during the 80s. But yeah, it's good.
I'm invincible, I'm flying, and I am free. I'm never turning back the spirit of fire. My dreams are all I need, my passion will be the key.
You know what it feels like, actually? This is what it feels like right here.
Well, not exactly.
Another pony at school was cool. He thought that he was the greatest flyer. You'll never win in a race with me. I will defeat you, just try and see. She felt no fear, and she walked up to the starting line. And in her eyes there burned a fire that she took to the sky. Rising, soaring, dreaming, burning. You'll never hold me back, the spirit of fire. I am invincible, I'm flying, and I am free. I'm never turning back, the spirit of fire. My dreams are all I need, my passion will be the key.
The vocals are so good during the chorus, but during the verses, I feel like in the lower notes, he kind of like loses a little bit of the control. His tone kind of goes to shit. But for the rest of it, once he gets into this higher notes in this chorus, it's so very good. It's like just spot on, and I feel like it feels like a parody of 80s music. Like it's deliberately making fun of that era of music, and it feels good. I like it. Iron Maiden font makes it instantly 80s. True. No, actually, you know what? Instead of Vice City, it feels more like one of those Jazzercise videos. You know what I mean?
What?
Jazzercise? You've never heard of like Jazzercise?
What?
Oh my god. Jazzercise. It's
Nope.
Size them. The hips, sugar. Come on and shake that cute little booty of yours.
this.
Ow!
Oh, okay.
It was, workout videos from the 80s. They call it jazzercise.
So like aerobics and all that.
Yeah.
Do it again. That's nice.
Okay,
Come
I get it.
You'll never hold me back, the spirit of fire. I am invincible, I'm flying, I am free. I'm never turning back, the spirit of fire. My dreams are all I need, my passion will be the key. Spitfire.
It was kind of neat. Yeah. Oh, yeah, nostalgia. 2013, and the mix and everything sounded pretty good, right? Like it was, it felt like, some shit out of the 80s. So this probably blew people's fucking mind in 2013.
I think I I was around already by that time when this song released, so it was really wild.
I was not. I didn't get into Brony stuff until like 2015 or so. This is incredibly good for 2013 Bronies. I mean, true. That is true. That this is pretty good. This sounds like something that could be made like now. This isn't something that that, you know, it's not bad even for like today's standard. It's actually pretty good. So that's pretty interesting with the video and everything. I liked it. But anyway, 5 minutes and I need to be in the car on the way to school. So we appreciate y'all joining us. This was a lot of fun. Hopefully we'll be right back next week and we won't have any delays and we won't be having to have any problems. You know, we'll be good to go. So anyway, we appreciate y'all joining us and we will see you all next week on Thursday or Friday, whatever.
Good stream. Good stream.
Yeah. Bye. And